sweet, and sometimes do feel salty. Let's make 2 little versions of the boom boom bread pudding. Oh, darlings, I was foraging for mushrooms in the forest earlier today. I'm just kidding. I was at the Petworth Community Market. I love the Petworth Farmers Market. I think it's called King Mushroom Farm. Thank you, King Mushroom. They were gorgeous. So I had to buy them to make some of these bread puddings. We're going to do salty and we're going to do sweet. Okay, boom, boom, bread puddings. I can't wait. So come look at this. I had so many biscuits left over from the last time I made biscuits. I had half a loaf of challah. All right, so we're going to use the challah to make something sweet. We're going to use those biscuits to make a savory bread pudding. Oh, I just can't wait. It's going to be delicious. So come over here again. Let's look at these ingredients. What do I have for the savory one? We have biscuits. I have cheddar cheese. I have onions. I'm going to throw some corn in there. Why not? I have some mushrooms. Oh, it's delicious. And I have some sun-dried tomatoes. So we're going to get sauteing those, make something tasty. Ooh, boom, boom, dolls. Let's get making this bread pudding. Come look at this pan. So remember when I made biscuits, I made some compound butter. I never threw it away. I still have it. So let's hope it's good, okay? So I've got, it looks like maybe 2 tablespoons of that compound butter, which has some thyme and some sage and some salt. It's just delicious. Garlic powder. It's delicious. We're going to let that melt, get nice and... Actually, you know what? We're not going to let it melt. We're just going to let it melt. We're going to toss these things in here. Now, I'm just going to wing it, all right? You know me. I like to wing it. So I have half an onion. We're just going to put that half of an onion. It's diced, all right? Or it's cut up. It's chopped. I don't know what. And then I had some ears of corn left over. Why not? Oh, okay. We're going to throw that in there, too. I have these delicious mushrooms. Oh, we're going to put this in here. Oh, so good, okay? And we're just going to saute these down until they're nice and soft. And probably about 5 or 10 minutes. Oh, it's June too! Happy Pride, dolls! I have a serious question. Do these pink flamingo earrings, do they make me look gay? Oh, I'm kidding! Everything makes me look gay! It's Pride Month, alright? So let's look down here at what I put in here, dolls. Alright, so I put in a half a bag of frozen spinach, and I put in about a 1/4 cup of wine, alright, and my sun-dried tomatoes. We're just gonna let that saute get nice and tasty, and then come over here. While that's sauteing and getting all nice and good, come look at this. Come a little closer. We have 3 eggs. We had one that was a little twin. Oh, that always makes me sad. Now stay right there, dolls. We're gonna add some salt. Now it's about a teaspoon of salt. I think my nail holds about a half a teaspoon. Okay, well, that's more like a 1/4 teaspoon. So I need 4 nails of salt. Okay, it's delicious. Put some pepper in there. We'll have about a teaspoon of mustard powder. Oh, I don't know. Let's think about a teaspoon, okay? And then we have 3/4 cup of whole milk. And then we're just gonna whisk all this together. Oh, darlings, oh, be careful, all right? That's a knife. I cut up all of these biscuits, okay? So come closer, watch me put this together. It's time for the assemblage, dolls. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw some of these biscuits in here. Stay right there, all right? Stay close. You don't need to see me, I'm so pretty. You guys see enough of me, all right? So this, and then we're gonna layer some of this delicious, delicious vegetable mixture in here. All right, and then we're gonna layer in some shredded cheese. I also have some shredded cheese, about a cup of shredded cheddar, all right, dolls? We're just gonna mix that in there, right? And then we're gonna continue layering all this together. And we're gonna pour this delicious egg milk mixture on there. We're gonna let it set in the refrigerator for an hour. Oh, darlings, this looks delicious. So all of that egg mixture and milk is all in there. It's gonna soak into that for about an hour in the refrigerator. If you like it really soggy before you put it in the oven, you can put it in the refrigerator for overnight if you want to. Just make sure you cover it so it doesn't get all gross in the refrigerator. Absorb all those flavors that are on your refrigerator that aren't bread pudding, okay? So now that this is done, let's put this in the fridge. Let's get started on the sweet one. Oh, darlings, I didn't hear you there. Let's get making something sweet. Oh, this bread pudding is sweet. It's from Mark Bittman. It's easy, easy, easy. So come, let's look at this saute pan. So I have 2 cups of milk in here. What's that weird thing floating in there? That's actually that compound butter that I made. It calls for a couple tablespoons of butter. So we already have that made with a little bit of sugar. It's sweet, and some cinnamon and some spices. So what else is this officially called for that I'm just gonna actually follow a recipe for a little bit? We have a 1/3 cup of sugar. All right, and that's about it. And then a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So this is where I'm gonna wing it. About a teaspoon, I think, all right? And I'm just gonna toss in a little bit of cinnamon, all right? Just some cinnamon. Ooh, there's a lot of bread. It'll balance that cinnamon out, dolls, all right? And then I have some ground cloves. Just put a couple of dashes of ground cloves in there. We're gonna let that melt on low heat until it's nice and combined. Darlings, come look at this, all right? This milk is all combined. It's delicious, delicious with those spices, the cinnamon and whatnot else I put in there. So I'm just gonna pour it in here, all right? The sugar is all dissolved. I'm gonna pour that in that bowl and let it cool before I put the eggs in there because we don't want the eggs to cook, all right? And I come over here, I have a half a loaf of challah, all right? Because I had this. I'm just gonna cube this as well. Look at how easy this is to do with these nails. Watch your fingers, dolls. All right, and once we get all this together, I'm gonna cube it. We're gonna let this cool. I'm gonna add a couple of extra things to give it a little extra, little extra. Oh, darlings, those are chocolate chips. Come back and look at this, all right? So we have, this is the bread. I'm just putting the bread in here. I'm gonna mix in some chocolate chips with that. Here's the egg. Make sure it looks strange for eggs because it's desiccated coconut. I have coconut. I thought I put that in there too. All right, just make something sweet and delicious for this little bread pudding dessert. So I'm just gonna keep putting this bread in here. I'm gonna mix in that coconut with those eggs, and we're gonna pour all that stuff in here and let it soak for an hour. Oh, dolls, come look at this again. All right, so I'm just pressing this down. So you can see the little, can you see the milk in there? All right, so that's just gonna soak in there for about an hour. All right, and then we're gonna cook them both at 350, all right, for about 40 minutes, for 30 minutes, and we'll double check it to make sure it's not too overcooked or too underbaked. I think both of them should cook just fine at 350. Everything cooks at 350 for an hour. All right, I mean, any recipe you make, say 350 for X, Y, Z now. So 350, about 30 minutes. You just need to check it, make sure it tastes delicious. Darlings, well, those things are in the refrigerator for an hour. Let's have a little dance break. This little boom boom bread pudding's all done. Let's go back and look at it. So this is the savory one, all right, with the spinach and the corn and the mushrooms. And that's the sweet one with those cute little chocolate chips and some coconut in there. Oh, I can't wait. I'm just gonna try the savory. You know, the sweet one's always gonna be fine. Let's try this one with the cheese though. That's delicious. Those sun-dried tomatoes make all the difference. The mushrooms, the spinach, the cheese. It's like dinner, all right? It's just delicious. And the biscuits, I don't know why I never thought about using biscuits in bread pudding before. That makes it all the better. You know what? While we're sitting here, let's just try the sweet one too. Oh, the vanilla and the other. Oops, I can't get that off of there, darlings. Here we go. All right. I'm just gonna be eating bread pudding for the next week, okay? That's so good, and both of those are very little. You can make whatever you want. You can put some extra desserty things in the sweet one. You can mix up some different vegetables, put some sausage in that savory one. It's just so good. So I hope you make something fun. This whole month is Pride. I'm so excited that Pride is gonna be back to normal, all right? See, people are getting together, we're big parties, things like that. I hope everyone has a safe, fabulous, wonderful Pride. If you have no idea what I'm talking about with Pride, you should research and figure that out and do some learning, y'all, okay? I can't wait till next time. We might do another Pride recipe next time, too. The whole month, just you, me, and being gay. Can't wait till next time, dolls.